Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another live Q&A, and happy Celebrations Day. We finally made it. We finally made it to the 25th anniversary. I didn't think that it was actually going to transpire, but hey, here we are. We have made it finally. And how's everybody doing? How's everybody enjoying their Celebrations Day? Were you guys able to get some products? Were you guys able to get your hands on something? Any fire pulls out there? Let me know in the live chat here. Hopefully you guys are all doing very, very well. Now, hold on. One thing right here, right off the bat, that I have to say is I didn't come empty-handed either. I didn't come to this market chat empty-handed. I also have in my possession a Celebrations Elite Trainer box. We're going to go ahead and open this baby up here tonight and see what we can get out of here. See if Celebrations can actually redeem itself, at least in my opinion. If you guys watch my my full review of Celebrations, all in all, not too impressed, but I'm still excited to go ahead and open this baby up and have some fun. I'm always excited about a Pokemon set, regardless of how good or how poor it is. It doesn't matter if it's first edition base set or it's Steam Siege. Always excited to go ahead and open up a Pokemon booster box. So I'll let you guys decide. First of all, I want to say hello to everybody that is joining in the live chat. We've got, sorry man, I owe something or other first. I appreciate that. We also got PokéKid92. What is going on, buddy? We've got Jack TNT. What's going on? Lisa O. How are we doing? It's good to have all of you guys here. And I think I've got a little too bright up in here. Let me try to adjust my light here. Can. All right, so right off the bat, guys, welcome. How is everybody doing? If you guys have some questions you want to go ahead and throw into the live chat, go ahead and do that now. Other than that, let me know. Do you guys want to jump into this Celebrations Elite Trainer box first and just kind of answer some questions, give you my take along the way? You guys want to jump into some other questions about Celebrations? This is really entirely up to you. These live chats, these Q&As, I just really leave it up to everybody that's joining in to let me know what direction that you want to take it and how you want to cultivate these live chats. So just let me know. Malik Abdi, what's going on, buddy? He says, I kind of purchased above MSRP price on Celebrations Pikachu V, 5 of them, and regret it. How screwed am I? Hey, man, that's unfortunately, and that's one of the big things about Celebrations that, I have to say that I was a little bit, well, not a little bit, but a lot disappointed about is that it was just a nightmare. From the very beginning, it was just a nightmare trying to get this set, trying to, from the top down, from Pokemon to distributor to reseller. It was just a complete nightmare, and now we've got the situation where a lot of resellers are not going to be getting some of these products for, it looks like, weeks because of the delay from Pokemon to distributor or distributor. I don't know where the screw up was, but it's really, really unfortunate that all that is transpiring. And then on top of that, you've got the heavy allocations that we were expecting for this set. And so it's just been, one big hurdle after another. But nonetheless, we've made it here. Hopefully you guys are getting your hands on some products, and hopefully you're enjoying this set thus far. So I think there was so much stock of it. I don't know if he's talking about Celebrations or not, because I haven't seen anything. Have you guys seen anything out in the big box stores, Target, Walmart, where have you? Have you guys seen anything out there that was even worth it? PokéKid92, what do you think of the Gold Pika Zekrom Collection Box GME exclusive? I was able to scoop a couple pre-orders on them today. Yeah, I got a couple notifications from some people in the community saying, hey, this is up. I don't know. I think it all in all okay. Wasn't like super excited about it, and so I'm not jumping in on it. I think it might be something down the line that with it being exclusive, you guys know I'm big on exclusivity. But all in all, not something that I'm like really raring and ready to jump on. But yeah, in the long run could be a nice little piece. Got some pretty cool products in there, so if you're able to get your hands on it at this point in time, if you're able to get your hand on any product, it's a good thing. So if you're able to get that and it's an exclusive product only to GameStop, then yeah, I'd say it's probably a good deal. Jack TNT says, yeah, he was able to get stuff at Target and Walmart. That's awesome, man. That is so awesome. I'm glad to hear it. I'm really glad to hear it, especially considering the situation as it is. I guess Pokemon made sure that they took care of their big contracts, Target and Walmart, and maybe everybody else was like, we'll throw you a bone here and there. Abraham Rodriguez, what is going on, buddy? Glad to have you here. Malik says, Toys R Us in Canada, there was so many ETBs and Pikachu V Union boxes. No one was there but a few people. That's amazing. That is so crazy. So crazy to hear. I mean, I checked all of my local Targets and Walmarts just to see. There wasn't a ton of them. 2 Targets and 2 Walmarts, and there wasn't anything on the shelves. So that's good to hear. It's good to hear that you guys were able to find that, especially up there north of the border. That's it's always good news. I always like to hear that. Yeah, my man says, scooping up more evolving skies while all the hype beasts are focused on this. Target limit up to 5 as well. That's cool. Honestly, that's a good deal, man. That's, again, really, really nice to hear. So what do you say, guys? Huh? You want to go ahead and jump into this ETB? Let's go ahead and crack into this baby and see what we can do. This is the first Celebrations product that I've actually opened. So I am certainly looking to break into it and see what we can get. I think we'll probably go into the other packs first. What other packs do they have in here? Looks like Chilling Reign, Vivid Voltage, and get that to focus. Chilling Reign, Vivid Voltage, Darkness Ablaze. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right. So let's see here. The player's guide, the all-important player's guide. So here you can jump through it, see some of the cards that are included in here. Very cool. The nostalgic Flying Pikachu, Surfing Pikachu. Love those 2 cards. And here we go. We've got the full set list. You guys may be asking, what am I looking to personally get? Well, I really want to get the full art Pikachu, Mitsuhiro Arita rendition. Love that card. What else we got in here? It'd be cool to get like the Charizard or something like that, but I'm not super excited. Would like to get the Gold Mew as well. Birthday Pikachu's always fun. But other than that, I'm just not really excited. I mean, Mewtwo. I love me a Mewtwo. You guys know that. So wouldn't mind getting that either. And oh, hey, watch Pokemon TV on the go. Nice little advertisement there at the end. All right, so let's see what we got here. Abraham Rodriguez, any more news for us members on Celebration? So yeah, if you guys probably got an email the other day. Again, guys, it's just been, like I was saying, one big nightmare after another. So basically what had happened, if for those of you that aren't members of PokéRealm, essentially what happened is last week, right about the time that we're ready to drop our products on PokéRealm, we're just finalizing our numbers. Essentially, we were very confident, we knew what we were going to get, but we just wanted to be real sure. Well, we get a call back from our distributor, and essentially our account with our main distributor had been erroneously placed on hold. And we're going, what do you mean placed on hold? We push $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 every single month. How do you put an account like that on hold? Well, somehow it happened. And for the other sales reps, they saw that the account was on hold, and essentially when that's the case, they can basically take your products and divvy it up amongst their particular clients, their customers. So all of our stock for Celebrations was then redistributed to a bunch of other stores, who then subsequently placed it on pre-order. And so we were really SOL. So we made a last minute decision. I also have my own personal distributor. Don't get a ton of products because I haven't been with them for very long. but I just took all of my ETBs, threw it at PokéRealm. We went out, some of the other distributors that we do a little bit of business with, we tried to get as many as we could from them. They charged us more, and then after that, we just tried to fulfill the last remaining ones from really secondary market stores or secondary market sources, and also going to stores as well. And just to try to get products out there for the members of PokéRealm. And it was just a nightmare. I know that the members were really, were disappointed because we had to charge more for it. We ended up having to charge over $60 for the ETBs, but there was really just nothing else we could do. And there we go, Greninja Gold Star. And I don't mean to cut off the statement there, but that's a cool card. Now this, guys, this is what I was really looking for them to do with celebrations, was to continue the trend of these promo cards, because these are absolutely beautiful. I love that it was a modern rendition of old mechanics. Here's your card separators. We'll set those off to the side. Your nice stack of, your nice brick of energies. Here's your code card. Good luck to anybody out there that gets that. And there's our sleeves, our nice, wonderful sleeves. We will set those off to the side because I'm sure, in fact, I will crack it open right now because I am fully anticipating that we are going to pull some real fire, not just from celebrations, but from the other packs as well. I've got your damage counters, your dice. So that's very cool. We'll set those off to the side, drop those on the floor. And one last look at that wonderful promo. So here you go. We got our Vivid Voltage mixed in there with the Celebrations packs. So all together in here, we've got a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 Celebrations booster packs. 4 in each pack, 40 total cards. We'll go ahead and save those for last. What do you guys think? We'll save those for last. We also got Vivid Voltage, Darkness Ablaze, Battle Styles, and Chilling Rain. So let's go ahead. We'll start off with the Battle Styles. What do you guys think? Start off with the Battle Styles. Maybe we get that the VMAX with alternate art. What was it in this set? The Granddaddy card. Pick up Zacian. Good pulls. Happy with my gym badge. XY203 to XY210 that I found on eBay. Hey, that's awesome, man. And there goes the mic. See, this is why I've actually invested in a shotgun mic. So we don't have that problem anymore. Hopefully that didn't kill your guys' ears. All right, let's pull that code card out. There you go. For anybody that wants it. Let's go ahead and flip this baby around. Night Kid Zero. So what does that mean in terms of Celebrations products for the members? So are we not even getting a chance to buy any this month? No, we put them up there. We got the ETBs we put up there, and we were able to garner 100 ETBs that we were able to throw up there. So now we're working hard. We're going through multiple different distributors, and we're hoping that this next wave of Celebrations, that we can get a lot more ETBs out there, that we can get a lot more of the box or for the collection boxes, and it's unfortunate, guys. It's really unfortunate when something like that happens, but honestly, it's just completely out of your control, and that's unfortunately just some of the things that you deal with in this industry, and for being a small business owner, for being an entrepreneur. You just, every now and then that kind of stuff happens, and trust me, we were equally as upset as anybody out there. And oh, there we go, Luxray. That is a rare. And our final card for our Battle Styles pack is, oh, there we go, Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. Big hit out of the one Battle Styles pack. Nice. And that's what I was looking for, the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, the alternate art from this set. That's the big money maker. PokéNav, are you going to Collecticon? Dude, I'm really wanting to, honestly. I just don't think that it's going to happen. I was really wanting to make it out for something. I really want to make it out for something this year, for sure. Really want to make it to some type of convention. Let me just see. Let's open up Darkness Ablaze. Really want to make it to some type of convention this year. I got invited to another one who is actually going to be a sponsor of the channel here very soon. Let me get that focused. They're going to be a sponsor of the channel here soon. Pro Support is the name of them. They do sleeves, really nice protective sleeves for your cards. And yeah, they're going to be sponsoring an event in Fort Worth, Texas, I believe at the beginning of November. So maybe, who knows, might be making it out for that. Ursaring, Heat Energy, Panseer, Mareep, Snubble, Tauros, Rookity, Doug Trio as an uncommon for the reverse for Darkness Ablaze. Oh, there we go. Rhyperior V. Dang. So far, so good. You know, the non-celebrations packs so far doing quite well. Nice. So we'll go ahead and put our hits right here in the back. We'll stack them up. There we go. All right, let's see. We'll jump into another Darkness Ablaze pack. What do you guys think? Abraham Rodriguez ordered from Mason at Cardinal Gaming. A little high on prices, but he has stock, and that's awesome. Hey, you know what, guys? I know that, and I think unduly so. Mason's been catching a lot of flack lately, but at some point we all catch flack, right? Every single content creator, every single seller out there at some point is going to be called a scalper, a scammer, what have you. It's just part of the game, right? It's just part of the game, and it's part of being in this business, especially in this day and age. But I love Mason. I think he's a great guy. I think he does great things for the community, and I'm glad to hear that you got some product through him. I should have worn my Cardinal Gaming shirt tonight. Support our boy Mason. Looking to try to get him back on another roundtable as well. Try to get our boys Z&G Emporium and Pokenomics back, maybe Pokemon Radar. I'll give you guys a little bit of insight as well. I'm actually looking to do, I put it out there the other day to the community, I'm looking to do an all-female roundtable. So looking to get some of the content creators, some of your favorite collectors, female content creators on a roundtable just to get their unique perspective. All right, so Vanillish is our reverse, and that is an uncommon. Final card. Oh, non-hollow Sereni for the Darkness Ablaze, the second pack. All right, here we go, guys. We'll jump into Chilling Rain, and then we'll go with Vivid Voltage. There we go. There's that code card. Night Kid Zero ended up getting his at Target to save on shipping. I'm just wondering if I should just get my stuff there from now on. You know, guys, we said it from the beginning, like with PokéRealm, that Pokemon was going to be tight. That's why, you know, we really encourage people to, honestly, when you're looking to sign up, that, you know, that $50 tier, that Keys to the Kingdom tier is honestly really your best bet. And it's really, you know, I feel like maybe it's my fault for positioning PokéRealm in a way that it kind of seemed like it was a Pokemon store and we sold other products. But in all actuality, we really want to be viewed as an all-inclusive TCG store that gets, you know, the lowest prices that we possibly can on all the various games. And that's where something like My Hero Academia, we were one of the only stores that got first edition booster boxes. If you guys saw today on my Instagram, I posted the first edition limited print booster boxes on there. We put those up for $90, guys. Mark my words, those are going to be going for over $200 here before too long, because so many people don't even realize that those products were first edition and how limited the stores were that actually received that. And you can look at the secondary market too. I believe they're going for like 125 right now. And most people don't even know the difference between the unlimited and the first edition. So there's really a great opportunity to be in PokéRealm if you're looking to get all the different TCGs. But Pokemon, unfortunately, it's just so tight across the board. So tight across the board, and it's just unfortunate. All right, here we go. Final card. Oh, it's a Sawsbuck for the Chilling Reign pack. Jay Moneta in the house. What is going on, my friend? Trying to check on the live chat here, see what kind of questions we've got rolling in. CK Imran, hi PokéNav, I got 1 box of ETB. Should I open it or wait for 22nd of October and hope to get some more? So the 22nd of October, the only thing that I know that is coming out on the 22nd of October is the other boxes. I believe it's the figure collection box and the ultra premium collection box, or super premium collection, whatever it's called. As far as waves are concerned, have not heard anything about any subsequent waves anytime soon for celebrations. So you never know. I mean, maybe once some of the people whose products were delayed start hitting, maybe that might be a time to pick them up again. I mean, all in all, guys, you know, with the ETBs for celebrations, outside of the promo card in here, to me, it's not a very investable set as far as the individual cards. Now, I think that the promo cards, especially the promos that are going to be found in the Super Premium Collection, the Pikachu and Charizard, I think that those could be very investable because there's not going to be a lot of those boxes that are going to be produced. And then on top of that, you can only get those cards in that particular box. So I think those could really be the big investments from celebrations. But to be honest, guys, there'll probably be more coming along. It just may be further down the road. So have fun with it. Have fun with celebrations. It's a small set. It probably won't be that difficult to complete, and you guys can have a good time in opening it and just relive some of that nostalgia, especially for a lot of you that are saying that you were able to find that out in your big box stores. Enjoy it. Have a good time. It'll come around again. I can promise you that. Joltik for the reverse, and I think we might have a hitter here in this Vivid Voltage pack. Let's see what we got. Oh, Zarude V. All right. Nice. So we got a VMAX, we got the Rhyperior V, and we got the Zarude V. So out of the non-celebrations packs, not too bad. We got the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX from the Battle Styles pack, Rhyperior V. I want to say this came from Darkness Blaze, not too sure. And then the Zarude V here from Vivid Voltage. So all in all, not too bad. Not too bad of a way to start it off. All right, we say the best for last. What do you guys say? Ready to jump into some celebrations packs here? Let's see what we can get. Let's see what we can get. I don't know if you guys noticed either, but these celebrations packs, I'm pretty sure they used the regular size booster packs that normally come with 11 cards to fit or to put the 4 cards in, because there is so much space in these packs and there's like so much air in here. It's just like, I don't know, guys. I tell you what, Pokemon just... They were like, okay, guys, we got to get these out there, and let's see. We're going to recycle that. We're going to use that. Oh, we got a little bit extra over here from these products. We got a little extra material. Let's just throw that in there. All right. All that being said, let's go ahead and take a look, see what we got here. There we go. Code card for the first pack. We're just going to jump right into it. So there we go. Reshiram. It's our first card. Xerneas. Oh, Imposter Professor Oak. There we go. And our final card. Oh, and there we go. Flying Pikachu VMAX. All right. Off to a good start here. Very, very cool. I think that deserves some fire. I think that deserves some fire emojis there in the live chat. What do you guys say? Ryo, any thoughts on Fusion Arts / Strike? I actually like the artwork and think it could attract a fair amount of collectors. So yeah, Fusion Strike is going to be in a similar position, if not worse, than with Celebrations, in that it's expected to be somewhere along the lines of like a 70% supply cut for Fusion Strike. So what that could very well mean is that a lot of people go to Fusion Arts to try to get some enjoyment, try to enjoy the set if they're not able to get their hands on Fusion Arts. So that could see a short-term price spike in Fusion Arts. And, for the flippers out there, that could actually end up being a good flip. I know a lot of people out there like, don't talk about flipping, Hey, there's something in this hobby for everybody. Don't ostracize somebody because of the way that they want to approach it. So that being said, you could have a nice little flip there. And then on the flip side, those Fusion Strike booster boxes and or products, those could also see a short-term price spike because of the lack of supply. So PokéChloe in the house. What is going on? It's got to be super late over there in the UK. But hey guys, just so you know, reached out to PokéChloe. You guys said she was one of the content creators that you wanted to see most on the all ladies roundtable. So she already gave me the thumbs up, already said, yep, we're good to go. So just looking for the other invitees to give me the thumbs up as well. So big shout out to PokéChloe in the house, doing some great things over there on her channel. Really dropping some fantastic content, and good to have you in the house. All right, here we go. Rockets admin, final card. Oh, Lunala. Did I already? Oh no, there's the code card. Okay, getting used to these 4 cards. So Lunala, the holo. That's actually a really cool card. I like that you've got maybe a trainer there in the background. Really like that. 1:30 a.m. for PokéChloe. Joining in on this live chat. She is the night owl, burning the midnight oil. It's good to have you here. Grin Steve S. Nice, man. I like your content. Trying to find my niche for my channel, but I don't want to imitate LOL. But you're very informative and transparent, so that's what's up. Well, I appreciate that, man. That's the thing about being a content creator and being a business person, being an entrepreneur is you're always going to catch flack, right? There's so many people in this hobby, unfortunately, that have, I think, been somewhat bullied into a position where they've gone against their better judgment, right? They haven't stick to their own convictions. And having been an entrepreneur for many years now and been in, the business world and everything, like I know who I am, right? I know who I am. I know my moral compass is strong, and I know what we're doing is right. I know that what I'm doing is right, and I'll always be transparent. I'll always be honest, even if people don't like to hear it, because that's just me. But the funny thing is that people will probably hate you in the beginning, but then they will come around to love you for the fact that you are transparent, that you are honest, that you do speak your mind. And I found that in many, many walks of life. So if there was anything that I could say to you, both from an entrepreneurial, from a business, and from a content creating perspective, be yourself, be true to who you are, and the people that respect that will always stick around. Dialga. Yaveltal, Cosmog, here we go. Oh, baby, there we go. Full art Pikachu, exactly what I was looking for. Oh my God, though. Hold on, let me just show you that code card real quick, because we got to get in on this. Look at the centering. Oh my God. Have you guys been experiencing this as well? I haven't heard anything about the horrible centering or print quality or anything like that. So have you guys been experiencing that as well? Look at that centering. Oh my gosh, from right to left. That is horrible. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let me get that focused in for you. Look at that centering. Oh, breaks my heart. But nonetheless, very cool. Full art Pikachu. As you can see there, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Mitsuhiro Rita. Right there in the bottom left-hand corner. Very cool. Let's check the oh, the back is just as bad. The back is just as bad. Oh. Man. Whew. Very cool though. Full art Pikachu. Definitely one of the ones that I wanted to pull. So we'll go ahead and set him there in the background. We've got a pretty nice little lineup of cards there. Oh, Ben Dover says, yeah, he's seen some real bad centering. Oh, that's unfortunate, man. I mean, it's just a small set, 50 cards. Come on, Pokemon. Like, if there was a set to have perfect print quality, this is it, guys. This is it. Come on. John Jose, don't you hate that? Pull fire, but the centering is horrible. It can be so deflating. I have to say though, so we've done a few box breaks on this channel, black and white base set, emerging powers. We did some evolutions as well, and I'm telling you what, we had such good luck. I mean, it was like every single one we pulled the big hitters and multiple big hitters, and the print quality on them was so good. So if the Pokeverse, like if Arceus is saying, okay, PokeNav, you get your choice. Either modern sets, you get great cards, you get great pulls, and you get great print quality, or vintage sets. I think you guys know. I'll go with the vintage sets any day. Any day. All right, here we go. Cosmog. Yveltal again. Mew EX. There we go. Nice little fireworks pattern all over the card. That is pretty cool. You know, and before we get to the last card here, guys, I mean, if you guys watch my review video, you'll know that I was really talking about how I really wish they just did a modern rendition artwork on the older cards. Okay, Mew EX, really cool, right? Classic card. But how about make it like with Evolutions? It was like a classic card, classic artwork, but it had new art style, had a new type of card that was applicable to that time and place. That's really what I would have liked to see. I don't know about you guys. All right, here we go. Final card. Oh, Zamazenta V. Okay. Not bad, not bad. There's that code card. You guys check that out. All right, let me see if I'm missing any questions here. Let's see. Lisa, I'm starting to collect Pokemon cards again. Thanks to your great content. Hey, I really appreciate that. Honestly, I mean, that truly means a lot. I'm not just saying that. I like to open boosters, but not keep sealed products to resell. Should I just sell rare cards for short term? Yeah, I mean, back in the day, you know, a great strategy was, you know, cracking packs, especially vintage when they were still affordable. And you could get those cards graded with PSA, back it, get them back in 30 days, get them onto the market. Great flipping strategy. Now, with so many of the grading companies closed, that's really, really difficult. So you really just have to play the way that the market is going. Sometimes you can do that with sealed products, modern products. Sometimes you can do that with graded cards. There's other opportunities out there, even in vintage. Something like CGC 10s, I think, are a huge opportunity at this time. So you just really have to constantly be on top of the market and find those opportunities as they lie. All right, Reshiram, Zekrom. Oh, Solgaleo is the holo. Code card there for you guys. It's all in all not too bad. Green Steve says, I've been trying to go different. I've been making some drunken pack battle openings. Well, that is certainly unique. You know, the thing is, guys, there's always content out there for everyone, and there's always somebody that would love to watch drunken pack openings. I can assure you of that. All right, let's see here. What else we got here in this live chat? Let's see. Night Kid Zero, I swear they make off-centered ones on purpose to offset the PSA 10s. That very well could be. I think that Pokemon and PSA are definitely in cahoots with each other. Ryo says, off-centered cards in Japan are somehow considered as error cards, and people are trying to sell them at a ridiculous price, which baffles me so much. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, here we go. Reshiram. Let me get that a little closer for you guys. Reshiram, Yveltal, Lugia again. I'm going to have plenty of Lugias. Final card. Professor's Research. Okay, so we got the Professor's Research. There is the code card for anybody out there that wants that. We'll go ahead and slave up Professor's Research. It's kind of an interesting card. I do like how he's like writing on the actual card itself, where typically the description is at. That is pretty cool. I wonder what he's writing. What is Professor Oak writing in there? Can you guys tell? Oh, it's cryptic. I'm sure it's very profound, though. Anything coming from Professor Oak has got to be very profound. Let's see. Leadosis. What do you invest in the stock market, dude? Is the S&P 500 a good long-term hold? So what I've done for a while, and I kind of picked this up when I used to be in finance, and I worked for a company called Vanguard, and they have what are called index funds, which is basically a mutual fund. But instead of trying to outperform the market, a lot of these index funds just try to keep pace with a particular index. So in this case, the S&P 500 is an index, you know, the NASDAQ. There's all these indexes out there. And so these funds, they're basically, they're algorithmic based. So the algorithm adjusts the overall portfolio to try to keep pace with that particular index. And honestly, those passive type of mutual funds have actually done really, really well. I'm actually myself invested in one called the Vanguard Prime Cap Fund, which has actually just crushed it. It was a closed fund and it was only available to employees, and I was able to get that at the time. And then I was only there for like a year, and then I left. Decided to go out on my own to be an entrepreneur. But I was still happy. So got that closed fund, have it to this day. And there we go, Blastoise. Very cool. So the classic collection, and then we've got the Zacian V. So there we go, talking about closed funds. And here we go. We got this one has maybe been closed off to many of you. Getting the Blastoise, the number 2 big man. And actually, this one looks a lot better for the centering. Lot better. So there we go. Centering on the back looks good too. Awesome. So we made up for the full art Pikachu with the Blastoise, and we won't forget about Zacian V either. But no, guys, as far as the stock market, you might be surprised to hear that, you know, I really don't put a ton into the stock market. I prefer to have more like tangible assets. So I do a lot of investing in real estate. So flips, restorations, rental properties. I do a lot in real estate, and real estate has been very, very good to me. Another business endeavor that I'm in the process of putting together is my wife and I are looking to do a glamping site, which if you don't know what glamping is, it's like glamorous camping. So things like A-frame cabins, Mongolian yurts, tree houses, things like that. I mean, the travel industry is just booming right now. And so we're looking to pick up some property, preferably one that actually has a home on it, because then you can just purchase the home along with the land, which is way better option for like down payments and things like that, rather than raw land, which typically is like 20% down. So looking to purchase something with like a cabin on it, good amount of acreage, and then start building out A-frame cabins and these different things. And it's you want to talk about a great investment. You know, real estate, there's a reason why basically every wealthy person out there, extremely wealthy person, has real estate in their portfolio. So, I mean, still got things in the stock market, but I prefer to go with more tangible, active type of investing and building businesses. I love to build businesses, and you know, I've always loved that. My parents were entrepreneurs, and I just caught the entrepreneurial bug, and there's just so many advantages to owning a business. Tax advantages. There's a reason why the tax code is written for entrepreneurs, and you know, through tax savings, you can pay a lot less, making more money than I was when I was back working as a financial advisor. It's pretty crazy. And our last card. Oh, Surfing Pikachu VMAX. All right, so we got flying and surfing. There is the code card for you guys. Surfing Pikachu VMAX. Very cool. What's my thoughts on cryptocurrency? I got a little bit in crypto. I figure why not? Throw a little money in there and just see what it does. To be honest, I've never really explored crypto as much as I probably should have. But I threw it in on things like Bitcoin, Ethereum. Even you guys probably laugh at this, but I threw some in Dogecoin as well. Just to see. There's no harm in that. I've got the disposable income to throw in there, so I figured why not, and just to see where it might go, because sometimes those type of investments, they can be really poor for years and then just absolutely take off. So but to be honest with you, I am definitely not an expert in crypto whatsoever. Daniel Lopez, just tuning in. Will ultra premiums be up on PokéRealm? We will see, man. Those are going to be really, really tough. And that's the thing. It's like with the allocations being so much, and with us having roughly 200 members on PokéRealm, it's like if they give us 20 ultra premium boxes, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it to you guys for us to throw it up there? For the there to be just a fight to try to get it. I don't know. It's just it's one of those things, guys. What I would say as we're getting into these cards here, the thing I would say is, as I said, been in business for a long time, and things don't just happen overnight. PokéRealm is going to be around for years and years and years. So if you really want to get in on something that is going to be around for the long term and that is only going to get better, because think about it, for the business model of PokéRealm, right? At cost all the time, no matter the market. Basically, when the market does turn around and we do get a lot more products, right? When those products are flourishing, our business model, it's solid. And that's because nobody's doing it. And that's because we push so much money on a monthly basis. And the fact that, even for somebody like us who spends so much, that the allocations can still be so small for something like Pokemon, it's really baffling, and it makes you, it really gives you perspective on what what is actually getting out there to most of your resellers and to your card store owners. All right, here we go. Oh, I missed it. Claydol, level 45, and we got the Mew Hollow. So very cool there. There's kind of like a preemptive pool there. I like that. Preemptive pool. But nonetheless, one thing that I do want to mention is that Japanese, we may be getting a good amount of the Japanese 25th anniversary set through one of our partners here in the States, PokéNE. So we're looking at that one, and who knows, guys, that could actually be, to me personally, I think that the Japanese 25th anniversary set is a lot better than Celebrations, in my opinion. And I think that the stock might be better too. We did get that thing the other day. There was some word out there that the golden boxes would essentially be print to demand, but you wouldn't be able to get them for like a year, which I don't know, that kind of defeats the purpose to me. I guess if you're looking to wait that long, that's all fine and good. But we are working hard. And again, long story short, it's not going to be perfect. I mean, we have a ton of Magic products up there. We have a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh, all these other TCGs, and it's only going to increase as things go on. Because when you're moving $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a month through distributors, when things do turn back around, they pay you the dividends after that loyalty and continuing to spend that much through that period of time, right? So when things all level out, I'm telling you right now, PokéRealm is going to be very, very well positioned. It's honestly a wonderful business model, and I'm not just tooting my own horn here. And honestly, these weren't even, it was our idea and how we decided to approach it. But this kind of wholesale membership-based Costco type of model is not new. We just simply applied it to trading card games. We just happened to do so in a time where products are heavily allocated, supply is limited. We're coming out of a pandemic, but It's not a fly-by-night operation. We're going to be here for years and years and years, and we're going to keep building this thing until it's something that is talked about through all TCG hobbies, where they say this is the absolute best deal. And unfortunately, by that point, it'll probably be closed to new members. So the people that stick around with us through thick and thin will certainly be rewarded in the end. Ledosis coming in with the good questions, man. Oh, Lunala, that is our final card here for celebrations. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do a recap here, and then we will start jumping in to some questions. I'll give you guys another like 30 minutes or so that we'll run through questions to get my full attention here. I've been trying to bounce back and forth. So here we go. Surfing Pikachu VMAX. We got the Blastoise. Very, very cool. Zamazenta V. We've got the Pikachu Full Art with the horrible centering. Horrible centering. Zacian V, Flying Pikachu VMAX, so we got the Flying and the Surfing Pikachu, and then from the non-celebrations packs, Zarude V, we got the Rhyperior V, and we got the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that opening of celebrations here. We'll go ahead and come back to our main camera, and let me just kind of get some things out of the way, kind of get situated here. We'll go ahead and remove this, and that way I have plenty of space. All right, so what'd you guys think? What'd you guys think of that opening? Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Got some pretty decent cards, some pretty decent hits in there. So all in all, pretty happy. Pretty happy. All right, let's see what we got here. We got 41 people in this live chat. Hey guys, if you're having a good time, if you enjoy these live chats, hey, throw a like on the video. Certainly helps. Certainly helps to get this out to more people. And by the way, we're on our way up to 15,000 subscribers. Okay, we're working hard to get up to 15,000 subscribers. So help a brother out. Throw a like on the video, and let's go ahead and jump into some questions here. All right, already got through the crypto questions. How often does PokéRealm restock Flesh and Blood and Pokemon? So I think there's a common misnomer out there that there's like this consistent supplier, this consistent restock that's distributors sent to us. To be honest with you, with the wave system and the way that all of this works, we don't even know. They don't even notify us when the subsequent waves are going to come out. It's just that all of a sudden one day you receive a notification of a tracking number and that you've got product on the way, and guess what? It's coming from Pokemon. Oh, hey, it's another wave of battle styles. And that's the only time that you know. So there's just no real communication from the top down. So really it just depends on when they're sending them out, when they're doing reprints. And again, guys, we just don't get notified of that. I wish we did, because I'd love to pass it along to all of you, but unfortunately we just don't get that. So whenever we get product, we throw it up there as quickly as possible, as quickly as we possibly can, because we want to get as much up there as we can for you guys. Trust me, we work our tails off in getting as much product up there. We go through so many different sources, pull so many strings to try to get products on PokéRealm, especially for Pokemon. It was an absolute nightmare with the Celebrations ETBs and what they did to us. And we worked night and day. In fact, I was on vacation when this happened. I was in California. I live in Arizona. I was in California, in the mountains of California, and trying to climb up a hill to get service, to be on the line with various distributors trying to get products, and with other stores that I knew of trying to get ETBs to drop on Monday for PokéRealm. I mean, just an absolute nightmare. And that's the thing, guys. Being an entrepreneur, you have to accept your successes, your failures, and your shortcomings as well, even if they're not your fault. And that's just part of it. It's just part of the game. Night Kid Zero, check your tax laws. Crypto has a high tax on it if you sell before owning it for over a year. So yeah, I mean, that kind of like capital gains tax, I mean, it's something you definitely have to be cognizant of. And to be honest, like with the stock market, like investing in your IRAs, in your Roth IRAs, your traditional IRAs, your 401ks, you do get a tax deduction on that, but it's not nearly as good as the tax deductions for owning your own business, for being an entrepreneur, for investing in real estate. right? Like the tax advantages there are so much better. Now, I'm not a CPA, I'm not a tax professional, but I have a great CPA myself. I love to keep up on the tax code. I love to keep up on all of the tax not necessarily loopholes, but the tax advantages. And that's where I follow. That's where I conduct business. It's because, I learned a long time ago, it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. It's how much you keep, right? And that's the funny thing is that, compared to being a financial advisor, right? So I make a lot more money now than I did when I was a financial advisor. And I keep so much more of that money, right? It's crazy. It's really crazy. And I don't know. I wish that more people out there would go down the route of being an entrepreneur and owning their own business, because it's just so much more rewarding on so many different levels. But they just don't teach us that. When I was in college, it was, hey, learn this information, go out, get a good job, right? It was nothing about, hey, take some of this, but go and make your own business of it. Be an entrepreneur. Take a risk. Just none of that out there. Trying to fit you into that cog. So that, I don't know. That's just my rant. That's my rant on a very big tangent there as well. Let's see. Lidosis. Biggest lessons from being an entrepreneur, investor, and the biggest mistake you have made in business. So biggest lessons. Be very, very cognizant and be very wary of who you do business with. So if you're going to go into a partnership or something, I've been burned in the past through various partnerships, and a lot of the time now, I don't even go into partnerships with people. I've kind of put myself in a position where, financially, you don't necessarily have to do that. But in the early days, when you're trying to build things, you can mitigate some of the risk. You can kind of take some of that financial burden off by doing partnership. But I got burned a few times early on, and now I have a much better understanding of the type of people that I like to do business with. I can tell by their personality. I can tell by their work ethic. And, like with PokéRealm, going into that with Rocky, I mean, the guy's been doing this for a long time. He's very well versed from the distributor level and basically all the games that they play there, all the red tape. And this was a situation where to be able to even get this going, we couldn't have done it without each other, right? And I knew that. And so I would say that the biggest lesson probably the biggest lesson that I've had is if you can go it alone, if you have the means to go it alone, probably a better option rather than relying on somebody else. But if you do go into a partnership with somebody, make sure that you trust them. Make sure that they are on par with your work ethic, with your business ethics, because that'll save you a lot of headaches in the long run. And the other thing is start small. Right? I think people have this idea that to be an entrepreneur or business owner, you have to have a ton of money. And, when especially like something like real estate, when I started out, I bought my first home for, I think it was like it was a junker. I think I bought it for like $110,000 and fixed it up. It took a year, fixed it up, and then after that, I decided to go ahead and rent it. What I did is I moved back into, my parents had another home. And I decided to go ahead and move back into there, rented my other home. While I was renting that, I was just saving for my next one. Then after about 6 months, 8 months, bought my next house, lived in it for about a year, and just did the same thing, right? Just did the same thing over and over. But I just started where I could, and now, have built a nice portfolio of rental properties and investment properties. So that's what I would say is, start small, work your way up, and it's never impossible. There's always opportunities out there. I talk about it a lot in Pokemon, but that's really a nice tenet for life and for business, is that there's always an opportunity out there. You just have to be constantly looking for that. Let's see. Restocks Collectibles, what is going on, man? Welcome. Let's see. Do you ship to the UK? Yes. CK Imran. We do certainly ship to the UK. The shipping is obviously going to be a little bit more pricey going there. It's automatically calculated at checkout. If you're talking about PokéRealm, we do UPS, we do USPS, and we also do oh shoot, I don't know why the name's escaping me right now. DHL. We also do DHL as well. So it's automatically calculated at checkout based upon the weight of your items, things like that. But yes, certainly we have several members of PokéRealm that are actually from the UK. Abraham, in the future of PokéRealm, will you do a point system like Mason at his store? Possibly. That's actually not a bad idea. Something like that. We do have members of PokéRealm. And these guys are just killing it. Honestly, when I see some of the orders that these guys are getting and I think about the opportunity, or, I know what they're doing, right? They've picked these products up for such a cheap price on PokéRealm compared to like the secondary market price. And I guarantee these guys are just crushing it. Probably making a good $1,500 to $2,000 a month off of PokéRealm and paying $50 a month. I'd say that's a pretty good deal. But a point system like that, for people that are buying a lot and buying across multiple TCGs, it's certainly an idea. And we're open to all ideas, guys. There is never a bad idea. And we take all of those into consideration. Lido said, wish you pulled the Charizard. I know. Me too, man. Me too. But not so bad so far. Your thoughts on Rudy Alpha Investment dropping a limited edition Flesh and Blood card tonight for $1,000? The thing is, guys, we were talking about it before. Like, this guy, a lot of people are going to give him a lot of shit for doing something like this. But you think about the risks that this guy has taken over his career, the amount of things that he has done to put himself in a position where he's at. It's to me, when people talk about MSRP, right? Or when people talk about above market, there's really only two prices out there. There's the price that people will pay and the price that people will not pay, right? And somewhere in between, right, is kind of where a lot of people exist. But, when you see people out there, when you see your resellers out there and maybe, they're selling their ETBs for above MSRP, well, the supply sucks, right? And so a lot of the time they have to recoup that. They have to recoup that lack of supply. And so the market will always decide the price. Like, for instance, right now I'm doing a consignment for a base set unlimited booster box. We've got it listed for $35,000. The highest price that you'll see on eBay is like $25,000. But we're not in any hurry, right? And when we finally see that box sells, we know that the market has entered that price point. It has entered that price range. And so we're willing to sit on it. Myself and the seller are willing to sit on it and just wait for that time to come around. So I love Rudy. I'll be honest with you. I didn't watch him for a long time, and I'm honestly disappointed that I didn't. But I love the guy. I love the way that he is very real. Right? He's very real. And when you get into this and you create a business, like the trolls will come after you. There will the bullies will come after you, and they will always try to beat you down, right? They're always going to try to beat you down. But these are the same type of people that you go out and, let's say for a pre-order, right? You go out and they pre-order a product and they get the pre-order for $90, and then upon release that same product is selling for $120. They're giddy, they're happy, they love it. Next one comes around. It's selling for, you give it pre-order for $90, but on release it's selling for $80, and they're furious, want their money back. Scalper, scammer, everything. So it's just so fickle, right? Like so many people that exist within this realm, so fickle, and it's just one of those things that you just have to accept, right? You just have to accept. All right, here we go. 15,000. Here we go. Restocks Collectibles. Appreciate that, buddy. Speaking of flesh and blood, how come we were not able to just buy the first edition Tales of Aria booster box by itself? Will you get more? So the reason being is that, again, this is a lot of stuff that most people don't see. From the distributor, they basically said, if you want to get those Tales of Aria first edition booster boxes, you got to buy these other unlimited booster boxes to get one, right? So knowing that, we knew that, if we try to sell those individually, right, we're going to be stuck with a ton of product. And so in order to get those first edition boxes, which even so, those Tales of Aria first edition booster boxes, I think altogether, I don't remember the price that we had sold it for. Maybe like $215 for all 3 boxes. I don't remember. Super cheap. But the 2 unlimited boxes, when you calculate it out, those 2 boxes, which we sold at cost, were like $25 under market price, under basically everywhere else. The Tales of Aria boxes, like $35, $40 under secondary market price for the first edition boxes. So like, yeah, we had to sell them all together, but the people that bought those made out like bandits. They made out like bandits. But those are the things that you have to deal with, right? And so your resellers out there, your Masons, your Squeaks, your Danny Phantoms, they're dealing with this kind of crap all the time, right? And it comes from the manufacturer down to the distributor, down to the reseller, and you have to try to always find a way to position that to your customers that's enticing. You have to work with what you're given. So that's why we put those together as a bundle rather than selling them individually. Now, as far as getting more of those in, haven't heard anything about it. Nothing has been said from the distributor. So that's the thing, guys. Like, you just never know with some of this stuff. You never know when it's going to come out. So when you look at that and you go, oh man, I got to buy all 3. But then it's a first edition Tales of Aria booster box, and you see where a lot of the other first edition boxes have gone. It's just like, and the fact that those unlimited boxes are still like, $20, $25 under market price. It's like, I don't know. To me, that's a no-brainer. Let's see. Yeah, MetaZoo. Dude, we have tried so hard to get MetaZoo. I have reached out to them so many times. I've even tried to go through King Pokemon himself and just have had no luck. No luck at all with MetaZoo, but I would love to. I like Nightfall. I think Nightfall's going to be a great set, and I like everything about it. I mean, I like the paranormal type of stuff, and I can't wait for Nightfall UFO, but it's again, been a nightmare to try to get your hands on. PokéKid, what do you think of base set unlimited holos PSA 10s? Most of those have popped 200 to 450, way lower than the modern chase card PSA 10s. I mean, older, rarer, minter, better, guys. Older, rarer, minter, better. It's, and with celebrations coming around and you've got the reprints of Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise, some of these base set cards, it might even have an impact on that. Where, people, again, wanting to get the originals. We saw that with Evolutions. We saw where Evolutions came out, there was a longing for those original cards, and that really kicked off what has become the modern era boom of Pokemon. So who knows? We could see something similar here. Daniel Gilchrist, what books do you read? Right now, I'm reading a book by Peter Thiel called 0 to 1. And it's an entrepreneurial book, and basically talks about that really sustainable businesses, things like Google, Apple, these kind of companies create something entirely new, right? The vast majority of businesses out there try to capture maybe that 1% of market share and then try to exist in that. And he says that's really going from 1 to 0. Going from 0 to 1 is creating something entirely new. And those type of businesses essentially create a monopoly. They create a market for them among themselves, right? That is really, really hard to capture. So that's one that I would recommend you guys checking out. Peter Thiel's 0 to 1. Very highly touted book. In fact, I believe Elon Musk said that it was his number 1 book on his reading list. So I would encourage you all to check that out. If you got any aspirations to become an entrepreneur or business owner, great book to check out. But beyond that, I read a lot. I read a little bit of everything. Self-help books. I like fiction. But mainly, I like books on business, on entrepreneurship, on investing, and because I'm interested in it. And I'm also interested in books on just improving oneself mentally, physically, emotionally, all those different things, because ultimately that makes me a better content creator. It makes me a better entrepreneur, better business person, makes me a better father, a better husband. So that's what I'm always looking to improve, guys, always. And I think, we all should, have similar aspirations to just continue to improve ourselves in every way that we can. Let's see. Are all Flesh and Blood Unlimited boxes going to be up again like before, and any more first edition boxes in the future? We should be getting up more unlimited boxes. I don't think those will be too difficult. First edition boxes, you just never know. I believe for My Hero Academia, we should be getting more first edition boxes in pretty soon. Not going to give a 100% confirmation on that because it's hard to give 100% confirmation on anything nowadays. But I do think that we should be getting more of those up. And yeah, Flesh and Blood Unlimited boxes shouldn't be too difficult as well once we start getting some more reprints. Do you think changes to forced tax reporting on eBay starting next year will cause Pokemon collectibles to push higher to offset eBay fees, taxes, crash, or no change? The thing about it, like I've only sold on eBay very few times. Why do I do it? Like, again, guys, it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. So when I look at something like, for instance, like with PokéRealm, this membership-based system, you guys probably already know Rudy has something similar with his Patreon. Well, with Patreon, when you actually go in and you calculate how much Patreon keeps, they're taking 15% or more of every single patron. So however much, $10 a month, whatever, they're taking 15% of each of those. That's not doing you any good as the patron member, and that's not doing the person that you're trying to support any good as well. So what did we do instead? We decided to set up our own website. Right? We did that on Shopify, and then we just set it up through a membership-based app, okay? Then you keep more money in your pocket. So instead of paying 15% on each membership or patron due, now we only pay about 5% on each of those. So that's more money that we can keep in our pocket. That's more money that we can reinvest back into the business, that we can reinvest back into getting more product, increasing that spend even more. It's in the end, guys, it's how much you keep. It's how much you keep. And I think with things like this, start looking, especially if you're a reputable eBay seller, man, look at getting your own website, bringing those fees down. Shopify, I'm paying 2.9% plus 30 cents on transaction fees, right? That's more money in your pocket on each of those. You can lower your prices to your customers through those savings, and they appreciate that as well. So yeah, with something like that I think you'll just probably see more people move off of that platform and maybe just try to do it elsewhere, honestly. And for people like myself, it could end up where our consignments, the amount that we charge on consignments, will actually be less than what people charge on eBay, and you're going through a reputable person to sell your items and possibly get that in front of more eyes, in front of more buyers. So market will always adjust. And honestly, eBay will probably adjust as well. They get it too high, guess what? They'll bring it back down again if everybody's leaving their platform. That's laissez-faire. Laissez-faire capitalism at its finest. Let's see. Lidosa's system is rigged. They want people to have jobs so they can tax you further and keep you in debt and trapped, compared to if you're an investor or a business owner where there's so many benefits for tax, etc. Yeah, it's so true, man. It's so true. And again, I was right there with most people, where I thought having the prestigious financial advisor job, that was going to be my ticket, and the more money I made, the more money they took. and then when I decided to get out and be an entrepreneur, and I started learning about all of the tax savings that are out there, the government wants you to do these things, right? They want you to invest in affordable housing. They want you to create businesses that put other people to work. Those are the people that get the tax savings, and as well they should. as well they should, because there's a lot of risk in doing that as well. There's a lot of risk of going it alone and trying to do that. So I think that the reward should be for those type of people. Let's see, Daniel, what book do you read about entrepreneurs, and do you listen to podcasts? One of my favorite podcasts is Joe Rogan. One, because he's got such a diverse group of people, of guests on his podcast. Let's see, entrepreneurs. I love listening to Elon Musk. I love listening to Kevin O'Leary. I like listening to Graham Stephan as well. There's another guy, you guys should check out his channel. I really like him. It's called Rob Built, Robuilt. Really like his channel. He talks a lot about doing tiny homes, glamping, real estate, things like that. So there's a lot of different people out there that I like to listen to get motivated by, for getting going, getting the kick in the ass. I love to listen to people like David Goggins. The guy's just a beast. And, on those, when I'm waking up at 5 a.m. and I don't want to go hit the trail or I don't want to hit the gym or wherever, listen to a little bit of David Goggins and he'll get your mind right. He'll get your mind right. And, so yeah, I like to listen to a diverse range of different people. But I would say for podcasts, I also like Jordan Peterson. I love his perspective on things and just the unique way of looking at all these different facets of life. I would say, there's so many more off the top of my head that I'm blanking on right now. But those are definitely at the top. Thoughts on text alerts on Restocks? I know you do emails, but it would prefer a text. Yeah, that's something that we could look into doing. I don't think it would probably be too difficult through Shopify. I say that. Shopify makes everything difficult, honestly. And you have to download another app, and then that app needs a contingent app, and then you have to have an app for the app for the app. It's crazy for things that you think would be so simple, that would be already integrated into Shopify. It's like, no, you got to have an app for an app for an app. So it's a great idea, though, and definitely something that in fact, I should get a pen and paper. In fact, I'll go back through after we're done tonight and just go through the chat. And if you guys have any suggestions, leave them in there. I'll write them down afterwards, and more than likely, you'll probably see those in the future. So one thing that I've learned is that your customers will always, or should always, guide your direction, right? Like if you're feeding your customers and you're doing the things that your customers want, they'll always be loyal. They'll always be loyal, and that's what we try to do. Oh, Bend Over, yeah, that Patrick Bet David, he was on Joe Rogan. That was a great podcast, really, really good. Let's see. I'm considering a PokéRealm membership, but am new to how it works. Are there any purchase limits for a new user? When I go to the site, it won't let me check out until I have subscribed. That's correct. So, and we did that on purpose. So, in order to get that add to cart button, you actually have to become a member. So, it depends on the product with limits. So, like Pokemon, always going to be very limited. A lot of the time, it's like one per member, or just a purchase limit of one. You get into other things like, for instance, we've got Dawn of Majesty booster boxes for Yu-Gi-Oh on there. No purchase limits on there. You can purchase as much as you want. Magic, we don't have any purchase limits on any of our Magic products. Weiss Schwartz, we've got 7 Deadly Sins, Date Alive. We just dropped one. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. No purchase limits on those either. So kind of more big ticket items, there will be some purchase limits. Pokemon, definitely more limited, but then the other TCGs out there. Card Fight Vanguard, we have the Brush of Legends, a Brush with the Legends booster box. No purchase limits on that one either. So it just really depends on really the TCG and the particular product. Let's see, Anthony Mandanici. Just joined this live. What do you think of MetaZoo? Dude, I really like the new MetaZoo Nightfall. I'm even more excited for MetaZoo UFO because I'm a paranormal buff, and so any of that kind of stuff, when you've got these kind of mythological creatures, and especially UFOs, aliens, yeah. If I'm telling you right now, if they put in a Mulder and Scully card in that night or in the MetaZoo UFO box, your boy PokéRealm's done. I'm buying them all. I will own the market on the Mulder and Scully cards for MetaZoo if they do that. How low do you think celebrations will be in the near future in terms of price? I think people are honestly going to get bored with this set relatively quickly. Honestly, I think they're going to get bored of it pretty quickly. I think that by early next year, you'll probably start to see Elite Trainer boxes dip under MSRP. $49.99. You'll probably see it dip under that. I wouldn't even be surprised if you started seeing it in Target, Walmart on sale, maybe even $39.99. Altogether, I just don't think it's a very investable type of set, one that people are going to want to keep sealed. Now, there are other products, maybe that super premium collection box that people keep sealed. I think that'd probably be a good long-term investment. But things like the Elite Trainer boxes, those pin collection boxes, the saving grace for it is that they each contain a different promo card or promos. So that fact in and of itself could be something that people keep products sealed for. But all in all, I don't think that it's going to be, it's not going to be up there with something like Shining Fates, even Champion's Path, from Sword and Shield era. I don't think it's, and now 5 years from now, when we're celebrating the 30th anniversary, could be a different story. You could see it shoot back up in price again. But then again, after 5 years, most things are going to increase in price. So, but it's just all relative. Let's see. Trying to make sure I don't miss any on here. Thoughts on PSA grading fees staying elevated and that potential effect on lower tier grade values? Yeah, I don't think PSA is going back to their bulk pricing anytime soon. I could very well be wrong, but I don't think they're going to do it for quite some time until at least they're done with the backlog. But I don't see them going back to like their $20 bulk price tier. It just, I've said it before, with PSA, if they charge $50 a card and they get 100 submissions versus if they charge, the opposite of that, vice versa. It's all the same to them, right? It's all the same. Whether they're getting more quantity and charging less, or they're charging a higher price and getting less quantity, like it's all the same. It's all the profit's all the same to them. So I think that they've realized how much of a premium their service entails, and I just don't think that they're going to go back to the way that things were before. PokéRealm, what was the company that made the slab cases and holders called again that you did a video on? That is Gem Mint. Yeah, Gem Mint. They're actually based right here in the Phoenix Valley. I believe they're out of Chandler, actually. Definitely go check them out. Those guys are great. Really, really good quality products. I see them around too every now and then at the different conventions and stuff here locally. But Gem Mint, you can check them out on Instagram. I follow them on Instagram if you want to check it out there. But yeah, Gem, Gem, and then -Mint. But really, really good quality products. What is my thought on gold and silver? You like the game? Love the games. Those are my favorite games of all time for Pokemon. Gold, Silver, and Crystal. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, love them. Let me know if you got something else in mind. Dr. Drew After Dark podcast is fire. Keep them high and tight. Bend over. I listen to Gary Vee on YouTube. He tells it like it is. Yep. I like those type of people. Like I like those type of people that just tell it like it is. Like, they're the people that you love to hate, but I appreciate that. I appreciate those type of people that stick by their convictions. Like I was saying before, there's been a lot of people since I joined YouTube, since I got on YouTube about a year and a half ago, and I've seen the amount of how some of the other content creators have changed, and how they've changed their business model. They changed how they approach things, and it's because people bullied them and like pushed them into a corner, and they ultimately conceded and backed down. And it's really unfortunate, because they were never doing anything wrong, right? They were never doing anything wrong. They were simply conducting their business as they saw fit, and they had a strong customer base, right? And it's always something that you're going to deal with as somebody that, as a content creator, like for instance myself, right? I sit on here and I give you guys suggestions about things to invest in, and then I also sell things to the same people that I give suggestions on investing to. And people would say, hey, that's a conflict of interest. Maybe it is. But you know what? I know, because I get messages every single day from people that say, hey, PokéRealm, I love what you're doing. You help me find things from my collection that I wouldn't have been able to find elsewhere. PokéRealm, I love what the advice that you've given. I've been able to pay off my student loan debt. True story. Paid off student loan debt. PokéRealm, I was able to put a down payment on a home following some of the things that you said. Now, I'm not always right. Far from it am I always right. But I do have a pretty good head on my shoulders when it comes to investing in business and entrepreneurship. And the same thing I've applied to Pokemon, and I try to help people, right? And then, for PokéRealm, let's say for instance, PokéRealm is not perfect. Be the first to admit it, that it's not perfect right now. A lot of that stuff is completely out of our control, that we simply cannot control things like supply. We can't control the things that distributors do. We can't control when the distributor that you've been with for so long, that you push $70,000 a month with, puts your account on hold right before the drop of an extremely popular set. Can't control that. Can't do anything about that. All you can do, pick your chin up, keep moving forward, right? People that support you, the people that believe in you, will always be there. And I can tell you right now, I'll be here as a content creator, as a business owner, as somebody that continues to try to help out this community. I will always be here. And I can tell you right now, there is not a single person out there that can change my conviction. Not a single person out there that should think that they can bully me into a corner and can change my mind, that can change the things that I believe in. And just put that out there now. And you know why? Because I had a lot of struggles in my life, had a lot of uphill battles, and the things that you deal with now, or they deal with now, is just minuscule in comparison. All right, let's get off of that, and let's move on. Let's get back to some questions. Cannabis stocks, have no idea about them. I was actually considering investing in cannabis or hemp farms, because there's a really good tax deductions on investing in those type of things. So, but never really pulled the trigger on it. Just the market became so saturated that it was really hard to decide where to go. I honestly, at some point, wouldn't even mind just putting, basically doing a hemp farm of my own. Back in my hometown, land is really cheap. It's actually great soil for growing cannabis and hemp. And it's actually something that I've considered, is actually just investing and hiring people and just growing it myself. But there's a lot that goes into that as well, and I've already got so much on my plate to take on something like that right now. It's a lot. Cheers, PokéRealm and Jordan Belford, Jim Quick, and Simon Sinek are ones I listen to at the moment. Very good. All really, really good dudes. For My Hero Academia, will the next set have a first edition wave 2? Like, will they continue to do first edition for every new set? I don't know, actually. Like, I'm telling you right now, we had to dig real deep to find out that this set was actually going to be first edition. I mean, we were making phone calls to Asmodee. We were making phone calls to Jasco. We ultimately uncovered it through the Jasco Games podcast. They set it on there. Oh yeah, first edition. All right, whoa. Okay, so then we call back Asmodee, who is their distributor for My Hero, and we said, so this is first edition, right? Anyways, our sales rep had to go up the ranks to confirm that, in fact, yes, it was first edition. So I am not, I would assume that they would. I would assume they would continue that. I think the next one's Crimson Rampage, I think is the next set that's coming out. And I would assume they would continue with it. But yeah, probably have to dig deep on that one as well. How's your new logo planning going? I was one of the people that reached out to you. I'll have some proofs for you to look at soon. Really good, man, and I really appreciate it. I've got a couple people that are working on them right now. In fact, somebody that you might know really well, Full Metal Energy over on Instagram, is working on one. And, I honestly would probably like to have like multiple different logos, things that I can use on different platforms, different products. I have some ideas for like some PokéRealm exclusive type of products that I'd like to release in the future that I think would be really cool, and that could be something we have just different logos for. So yeah, looking for multiple different logos for different purposes. Have you looked at the 2005 PokéPark cards yet? I did. Very, very cool cards. Again, exclusive niche type of cards, and that's the way that the hobby's moving. It's really moving that way, and it's really starting to take an appreciation for those more niche areas. Understand the economics with PSA, but they are losing market share, and eventually that comes back to bite you. Yeah, it may, or they may not even worry about it. That loss in market share may not even be significant enough to them. Only they can know. I can tell you right now, they got some really good minds on the projects and what they're doing right now. People way smarter than all of us. So whatever they do decide, I can tell you it's definitely going to be to their advantage. The best cards from Celebrations are the promo cards. If you can get those in a good grade, I believe they will be probably the most expensive. I totally agree with you, T and Chrissy. That's what I've been saying all along. I think the promo cards are definitely the best thing from this set. Pulling anything good for 25th anniversary? Yeah, we got some pretty decent pulls here. I'll show them to you guys. We got the Flying Pikachu. We got the, what is that? Zacian V. It's kind of hard to see from. We got the Full Art Pikachu. Very cool. Zamazenta V. We got the Blastoise. And we got the Surfing Pikachu as well. So, all in all, not too bad. If you guys want to watch the replay on this, we opened up a ETB at the beginning of this live chat. So you guys can go and check that out if you'd like. We're going to be wrapping it up here in pretty soon. I'll try to get through the last of these questions. Woodspring TCG, what's going on, man? Will you be offering the Ultra Premium Collection? I'll be honest with you, probably not. Probably not. I can almost guarantee that particular box is going to be so heavily allocated that I mean, you guys can tell me if I'm wrong. You as the members can tell me if I'm wrong. Like, if they say, hey, we're only going to give you 20 boxes, do we put it up? Do we just say, hey, it's first come, first serve. Whoever gets in there the quickest, it's yours. That's how allocated these things really are, guys. Like, I mean, look at a guy like Rudy. Rudy didn't even put up Celebrations products to his patrons. He's not putting up Fusion Strike. And this guy, I mean, we think that we spend a lot of money. This guy. And he's not getting enough to fulfill his patrons, and he's not even putting them up. So you guys let us know. I mean, if you want, we can throw them up there, and then whoever snags them. But we just like to wait until we can try to get enough for everybody. A product that we can get enough for everyone with Pokemon. Like the other TCGs, is not that bad, except for like Digimon and Dragon Ball Super, which they just apparently you just are not producing anymore because we can't get anything from the distributors, which is really frustrating. So yeah, you guys just let me know. If you guys are cool with that, then we'll definitely do it. Or we can do a lottery system for members. But again, it's one of those things where it's like you can never really win, right? It's like, you don't put any up, and you just put up products, you have enough for everybody? Well, people are going to be upset about that. Do you just put them up and say first come, first serve? Well, the people that get them are going to be happy. The people that don't are not. Do you do a lottery system where you say, hey, it's 100% fair, it's random? Well, guess what? People that get them are going to be happy. The people that don't are going to be upset. They're going to say, hey, my membership's not worth it. So, it's constant balancing act, especially with Pokemon. But you guys let us know. As members, we want to hear from you guys, and if you want us to do that, then we will certainly do it. Let's see. Japanese 25th golden box, as they will more likely be printed to man. Yeah, dude, we're working hard to try to get the 25th anniversary. I'm really hoping that we can get a good stock of that, because I would love to be able to make up for celebrations. I mean, as much as anybody, guys. I'm telling you right now. Like, I feel like sometimes people think that, like, business people, or if you own a business or anything, like, you're just a greed monster and everything. The vast majority of the money that we make off of PokéRealm goes right back into PokéRealm. Goes right back into products, and we put in a lot of time. I'm telling you right now, a lot of time. But back to your question, yeah, I mean, we would love to. We're working with multiple sources right now. They still don't even know how much that they're going to get. They're optimistic, so we're hoping that that will actually come to pass, because I like it more. Again, I like the Japanese 25th anniversary set more than Celebration, so I would love to get that in as many people's hands as possible. Not just members on PokéRealm, but be able to have some to put over on my website for people that aren't a member, maybe that don't want to become a member, would like to do it, and would like to be able to put it there too. So trust me, guys, I want to get products in as many people's hands as possible. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Abraham, gotta go. If you could speak another language, what would it be? It would be German. Most of my ancestry is from Germany, and the only things I can say in German, ich bin ein Mann, which is I am a man, or ich bin eine Frau, which is I am a woman. And I don't know if either of those will actually do me any good. Let's see. Other than that, what else is there? Auf Wiedersehen? Yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna stop there before I embarrass myself even further. If anybody out there is watching from Germany, they're probably dying laughing right now. So we'll just go ahead and stop there. But yes, it would be German. Gold and silver as the commodity. Okay, getting back to Lidos's question. Yeah, gold and silver as a commodity. I own gold and silver. Yeah. I own gold and silver. Actually own some physical gold and silver as well. Also invested in some gold and silver stock, Barrick gold specifically, and other precious metals, minerals, mining, things like that. Those are all good things. Oil as well. Good tax write-offs for investing in oil companies. So yeah, all those different things. Joe, hey, love you too, man. Appreciate it. Would you send Evolving Skies and Japanese EV Heroes to CGC, or keep raw cards, long-term holding? Send Evolving Skies, Japanese EV Heroes to CGC. Depends on the card. Depends on the card. If you're getting that Rayquaza alternate art, probably send that off to CGC. EV Heroes. Yeah, I mean, just depends on the card. If you want to wait for prices maybe to come back down, maybe they do, maybe they don't. If you're holding them long term, you're expecting that the prices are going to go up on those cards, and that the premium that you gain from the grade is also going to increase. So, hey, long-term hold, probably worth just getting them graded now. Matt Coop, what's going on, man? Good to have you here. Joe, do you think Base Set Unlimited is a good long-term hold? Older, rare, mint, or better? First edition, Shadowless, Unlimited, Japanese, Evolving Skies, or not Evolving Skies, Evolutions, CP6. CP6 is probably ahead of Evolutions at this point. Go down that hierarchy. The ones that you can afford, the older, rare, mint, or better that you can get, they're always going to be good. They're always going to be good. Our boy PokéDog usually joins in here. Right now, he's focusing on getting Shadowless PSA 8s, which I think is a good idea. Shadowless, to be honest, probably, it's a lot less printed than Unlimited, and I see a lot less Shadowless out there a lot of the time than I do first edition. So that could be a good opportunity. Probably a good idea that PokéDog has. If you only get 20 boxes, I think you put it up. PokeKid, okay, put it up. Hold a lottery for it if you only get 20. And that's just a random number. I don't even know. Don't hold me to 20, okay? I'm telling you right now, don't hold me to 20. I don't even know. It's just a random number that I threw out there. Could be more, could be less. Who knows? But yeah, if you guys want to do a lottery, then we'll do that. We'll do that. Like I said, I'm up for anything. I want you as the members. I want you guys to be happy. I want you guys to enjoy your membership, and we try to give you guys the best service that we can. Yes, it's only going to get better. I can tell you right now, it's only going to get better with time. The more that we grow, the better the membership becomes. The caveat is that at some point, memberships are going to be closed, just like with Rudy. His patrons are going to be closed, and for us, memberships are going to be closed. So the people that stick with us, they're going to be paid those dividends in the long run, because, like I said, a lot of the people, you already saw it. A lot of the people, these eBay sellers, random stores, things like that, they're gone. A lot of them are gone now that the hype has died down. And as we go along, a lot of these things are going to disappear. PokéRealm is something that's not going away. Why? Because this is something that I'm always going to be in. Rocky, he's a store owner. He's never going to leave his store. He's only going to continue to build things. He's got the castle that he's going to be building, a massive castle completely dedicated to trading card games. So we're in deep in this. We're here for good. And so PokéRealm is going to be here for good. And so I hope you guys realize that this is something that is being built from the ground up and is going to be here for a long, long time. But it looks like a lot of people are saying the lottery system. So we can certainly do that. I'll pass that along to Rocky and let him know. And honestly, if you guys want to, then we can do that with a lot of the other products that are heavily allocated. We'll just do it as a lottery. Let's see. Bend over. Do you think $130 for a booster box of Chilling Reign is a good price for long term? We're gonna get. How many waves of Chilling Reign do we have left? We got 2 waves. We've only had 1, as far as I know. So we still have 2 waves of Chilling Reign to come out. So I think those prices are probably going to drop. $130 is still a good price, honestly. But I would expect that they would probably dip down in subsequent waves. So maybe hold out for that. But again, you just never know. You never know. That price could sit there. The next waves could be just, garbage and nobody gets anything. And then price just goes back up because everybody realizes that. So it's always a guessing game. But $130, where if it was being sold on PokemonCenter.com, it's going to be sold for $145. So hey, you're $15 under Pokemon Center price. So I'd say it's still a good deal. Let's see. Abraham Rodriguez, they did you guys dirty and us. Yeah, I think you're talking about the distributor. It sucks, man. It really sucks. And I couldn't, when I went on vacation, I was just like, all right, finally get a chance to chill. And I spent most of my time climbing up mountains, literally, to get service so that I could sit up there and talk for 2 hours at a time, trying to get whatever ETBs I could. To have that drop on Monday. Nightmare. Absolute nightmare. But it's what you got to do. Let's see. How do you feel about Fusion Strike in the Japanese version? Yep. Talked about those a little bit earlier, so that's all good. I think that Fusion Strike is going to be abysmal in supply. We're already seeing that. So we'll probably see really big spikes in price upon release and soon thereafter, which could subsequently increase the price, in my opinion, on Fusion Arts, as people are like, well, I can't get Fusion Strike, let me try to get some Fusion Arts, which could increase the price on Fusion Arts as well. I've heard word, you guys can let me know if this is true, I haven't heard anything definitive, that supposedly the Espeon VMAX alternate art from EV Heroes promo card is supposed to be Infusion Strike. Again, I have not heard anything definitive, so I'm not putting any stake in that. You guys can certainly let me know if you've heard anything otherwise. But if that's the case, yeah, that'll be a big chase card for Fusion Strike for sure. I can say Bratwurst. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. That's all you need to know. But seriously, all you need to know in Germany is Bratwurst, because that's all they serve you: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Abraham Pokenev, is this the time to buy slabs? I think so, especially things like CGC 10s, in my opinion. I always have to correct myself when I say trading. I always want to say trading, but selling at a discount to their PSA equivalent. So that could be a very, very good opportunity. And PSA 10s, guys, are unicorns. Pristine 10s, unicorns, perfect 10s. That's like your whatever is beyond a unicorn. That's just like non-existent, honestly. So if you're able to get those for a decent price, I don't even think it matters what card it is. Just the fact of being a perfect 10, I think is going to hold a really, really good value as we move along. I'm just surprised that I'm seeing Blastoise and Venusaur already under $20 when the trio hasn't been printed together in so long. Yeah, it's like I said, guys. I honestly think if they had done a modern rendition of these classic cards, I think you would have seen much better prices on the secondary market. I think people would have been a lot more excited. The promo cards, these right here, Greninja Gold Star. If you would have had this is a modern rendition of a classic mechanic that they did with a new Pokemon, right? This is how the entire set should have been, is like this. But they basically one for one copy and pasted these older cards, slapped a 25th anniversary stamp on it. It's no brainer that people aren't that excited for it. It's cool, you pull a Blastoise, it's like, wow, that looks just like a base set unlimited Blastoise, but it's not, and it never will be, right? That 25th anniversary stamp on there is never going to hold that kind of value. Now, if they made this into a more modern looking card, probably would have been a lot better. But that's just me. I'm all for the lottery system. Appreciate that, man. Ben Dover, you're very welcome. Steven, I will be looking out for your email. Appreciate that. Backroom 501, CP6 booster boxes for sale on eBay Australia for $3,000 to $4,000. Still worth investing in to hold long term. You got to always look at okay, what is an equivalent booster box that maybe even older than that you could pick up that will probably be more valuable, right? For $3,000 to $4,000, I can think of quite a few booster boxes that would be in that price range that are a lot older. Okay, now that's not to say that CP6 won't have a good long-term value, but when you look at like Black and White era, when they weren't producing a lot of those boxes, and as those more and more of those are opened, they're already in a much more limited supply than CP6, and you can get them for essentially the same price point. I don't know. Yeah, to me that seems like a better purchase, right? Unless you have those already. If you've got all of those already, then hey, it's a no-brainer. Let's see. Woodspring TCG, I appreciate that, man. It's just my personal opinion, guys. Like, if you love this set, hey, it's all you. Like, I'm not trying to take anything away from people who are wanting to enjoy the set. We had a lot of fun tonight. We opened up that ETB. We had a lot of fun. I love seeing these cards. I was very excited, especially, I would have been a lot more excited if this Pikachu would have had some decent centering on it, because that was one of the cards that I was really wanting to pull, but we still had fun. Always going to have fun. Like I said, I've opened up Base Set Unlimited booster boxes. I've opened up Neo Genesis booster boxes. I've opened up Steam Siege booster boxes. And guess what? Had fun with all of them. It doesn't matter, right? We love this stuff. We love this stuff. Like we love Pokemon. We love Pokemon cards. Love everything about the hobby. But when you look at it from, and that's where you have to make the separation, right? If you're wanting to invest in this stuff, you have to almost have a disassociation with your subjectivity, and you have to look at it very rationally and pragmatically and say, okay, what do I think is actually going to be of value? What do I think is going to have good long-term value? What do I think has intrinsic value to it? And you have to leave a lot of those emotions to the side. PokéKid, yeah, I was really hoping for the Neo Evolutions. Yeah, I even made like my own logo a while back with there was Neo. It said that Neo Evolutions, like designed my own logo, and boy, that got people excited. But very disappointed when they realized that it was basically a fake logo. But I was really thinking that was going to be the case. Really thinking that was going to be the case with the 25th anniversary set. Thought it was going to be the Neo remake. So, but unfortunately, no bueno. No bueno. All right, guys. Let's see here. This is fun. I have a good time tonight. This is a good live chat. We got 45 people in here. We got 26 likes, guy. Come on. Can your boy PokéNav get at least 40 likes on the video? Come on. Show some love. CamDads420, disagree but respect the perspective. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. Discourse, whether you agree or disagree with me, if it got you thinking, that's all I really care about. Just want to get you thinking. Get those wheels turning. Yeah, all about the nostalgia. Really good point. Michael Bird, is calculating 7% return a year the best way to determine value of purchasing something? That's early on. That was kind of the way that I was going about it when I was looking at Pokemon, like especially sealed products back in like 2016. I was like, if I can get about 7-8% return a year, I think it'll all be worth it. And I thought that I could do something like that. But with collectibles, it's so different because we don't have FINRA, you don't have the SEC, you don't have these self-regulatory entities overseeing any of this stuff. The market can be very fickle. The market can change very dramatically. A lot of the market is influenced by the emotions of people. I mean, the stock market's like that as well. I once heard that a saying that the stock market is a graph of rich people's feelings. There's a lot to be said about that. There's a lot of truth in that. But when I look at it, I look at, like individual cards, for instance. I'm looking at, how popular is that Pokemon? How old is this card? How much of it is actually out there? Those tenants really are good. Older, rare, mint, or better, I think is great. But even with modern cards, if it was tough, the Pikachu Hyper Rare from Vivid Voltage, like 1 in 1,000 pull, I think that's a strong card. I think that'll be a strong card for the long term because it was really, really hard to get. The Rayquaza alternate art, I think will probably also be a good long-term hold as well. So, and then with sealed products, like Vivid Voltage, got a Vivid Voltage booster box here. I don't know if they're going to produce any more of that. And so that could be, all I do know is that things like this thing is sealed. This is always going to go down. The supply of these are always going to go down. And then you've got something like this, which is exclusive to Pokemon Center, right? This is the only place you can get it from. It's sealed. That to me is probably going to spell a good long-term hold. That's why I hold on to those type of things, because they have those various different characteristics. All right, I'm gonna try to rapid fire through these questions. You may have already touched on this. Do you think the celebration set is too small? As far as the set size, I actually liked it. I liked 50 cards. I was just really expecting them to go all out on those 50 cards, and I think they dropped the ball on that. That Pikachu full art is a great example of creativity and nostalgia. Yep, I really agree. It's how I do it and can't justify purchasing older products because I never see that percent return over long term. I mean, it really depends on the on the product. I mean, things like, Modern is actually a very conservative type of investment, in my opinion. Like for PokéRealm, the Evolving Skies booster boxes, I think you guys picked those up. $93, calculating the shipping as well. It was like a $10 shipping, $103. What are these going for right now? Like $170? I think like $175. Like, that's a good return. Like their cost basis, what you're purchasing these for, I think is really important with modern products. Celebrations feels like a love letter to the TCG. Yeah, modern design would have probably been better, but this set showed passion and love for the cards and paid homage. I love it for that. It's true, man. It's true. I love that too, especially, like these Pikachu, like this right here. Like, I love that. It really is paying homage to these classic cards, but I like that it's a modern rendition. And for me personally, I just wish they would have done that more so with the whole set, because it was so small. I think it really gave them an opportunity to do so. PokeKid, thanks for hitting that like, brother. I appreciate it. Adam Dale, would you rather be attacked by a horse-sized duck or a 100 duck-sized horses? I got to wrap my head around that. A horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses. Wow. I think that I would take the 100 duck-sized horses, because I honestly would just love to see little tiny horses running around, just galloping. I don't know. You really blew my mind on that one. I don't have an answer for you. I don't have a solid answer. All right, let's see what else we got. We'll finish up with these questions here. It's about getting time to put the babies to bed, give them a bath. So these are all the duties. These are all the duties of a father, and I don't want to make my wife upset. And tomorrow I'm waking up early. Tomorrow, headed up north to Flagstaff. Got to go do some hiking up on the mountain. Finally get a little day to myself. Going to do some hiking up on the mountain, see some of the fall foliage. So got to get to bed nice and early tonight, so I can wake up bright and early. Gift card partner, what is the general feeling on McDonald's 25th? It was only available for about 3 weeks and has the stamp. I think long term probably do okay. I think a lot of people got those cards though, but you look back at the other McDonald's products, they've done very well, so could very well have a similar situation here. What makes you say that cards like Rayquaza VMAX is good long-term hold? Modern cards pop don't seem viable when they're over 10,000. I don't know if there's over 10,000 of the Rayquaza alternate art VMAXs. But what I'm saying is, what I'm really getting at here is looking at the popularity of that card from the set, right? So it was by far and away the most popular card from that set. The Hyper Rare Pikachu, most popular card from Vivid Voltage. When you look at a lot of the older sets, what were the most popular cards in there? Well, those are the ones that are going to do generally the best. Even a set like Emerging Powers. We did an Emerging Powers opening once, and people are like, it's terrible set. There's nothing in there. You still look at the Tornadus and the Thunderous cards from that set. In PSA 10, PSA 9s going for over $200, and a lot of those cards out there. So I don't know. With like I said, with these modern sets, if you're going to invest in anything, it should probably be the best cards from that set. Where do you see My Hero Academia Series 1 First Edition booster box in 1 year? I think by next year, early next year, when the Unlimiteds are being released into the big box stores, Target, Walmart, places like that, because the Unlimiteds are going to release on November 15th. The first edition's release on October 15th. We've already got ours in and have already started shipping those out. But when people start to realize, because I don't think a lot of people still do not realize that October 15th is first editions. They won't realize this until they're picking up Unlimiteds and start to see that there was a first edition run. So easily, I would say conservatively over $200, $250, first edition boxes, especially if this TCG picks up steam and more people start playing it. By around that time, you'll also start getting the second set coming out, which I believe is January, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, I think around that time, conservatively, you probably see it over $200. That's my guess. First edition box, not a lot of people know that, and we'll start realizing that, you know, near the end of this year, early next year. Did you see any secret rares with the My Hero Academia CCG? Yeah, so I posted did a photo on my story today on Instagram. We've got every single card from My Hero Academia. We pulled every single card. We did it in about 10 boxes, which honestly is not bad. Not too bad. There's 6 boxes to a case. So, you know, almost 2 cases. Not too bad. Not too bad. Have you heard of MNT grading? Do you think they have potential? I haven't heard of them personally. There's a lot of smaller grading companies out there. I usually just stick with the big 3 myself. Woodspring TCG, hey, thank you, man. I really appreciate your time and joining us. PokeKid92, have a good weekend, my friend. Appreciate you as always. MNT, a great way to crack slabs to grade with other companies. So that should tell you enough. That's probably true. It's probably what most people are doing. Cam Dabs, to be fair, Emerging Powers is awful. I mainly collect black and white, and the holos are way better. Yeah, I like black and white base set myself. I like the full art Reshiram and Zekrom, which were both in this celebration set, the first full art cards. So I really like both of those. All right, guys, I think we're going to call it for the night. I think I've answered everybody's questions. We had some fun getting through this celebrations ETB, and hopefully you guys had a great day. Hopefully you got to open some celebrations products, get to enjoy the 25th anniversary of the Pokemon TCG, and you know, be looking out. Be looking out for new things coming down the pipeline, both on the PokéNav channel. Should get that new logo, that new channel art dropping here soon, so that'll be a lot of fun. Obviously, going to have more videos coming out each and every week. More investing, more market news, roundtables. Be looking for that all-ladies roundtable that should be coming out here soon. As you saw here tonight, Poke Chloe going to be in a guest on that roundtable, so that should be a lot of fun. PokéRealm, we'll be keeping you members updated with everything. We will continue to do our absolute best to provide you guys with the best service that we can. And again, if you ever have any ideas, any things that you'd like to see, reach out to us. Reach out to us at our email. You guys got it. Reach out to us and let us know. And we want to hear from you guys. All right. I think that'll do it, everyone. I truly appreciate you all joining me here tonight for this opening, for this live stream Q&A. And other than that, we'll see you all next time. My name is PokéNav. I'm here to help you navigate the world of Pokemon one video at a time. And I will see you all in the next video.